we are not rare. But before you leave, you will perceive the lore will be unlocked. You might be stalked by a Sasquatch or a ghost witch, possibly even a ghost that will boast about knowing the Ohio grassman or even the Michigan dogman. Werewolves hunt, poltergeists are up front, but in these backwoods, folklore is unlocked.
Welcome to Folklore Unlocked. I'm Austin, and like always, I'm joined by Ethan.
Yep, hello again, everyone.
And this week, we are taking a look at the reportedly cursed island of Oak Island. And Oak Island is a privately owned island located in Lunenburg County in Nova Scotia, Canada. And you might have heard of it because it's the location of the TV series The Curse of Oak Island.
Yeah, and if you look there at the map we have Nova Scotia. Then if you look in that little red box, it zooms into Oak Island, which is just a small island off Nova Scotia. Yeah. So the legend surrounding the island, or Oak Island, is that legends mainly concern a buried treasure being on Oak Island, and theories about the treasure range from pirate treasure, Shakespeare's manuscript, the Holy Grail, or Ark of the Covenant, with the last two being buried by the Knights of the Templar. Certain areas on the island have been areas of interest. So one of the main first ones would being the Money Pit. Then there's the Borehole 10X. There's the Smith's Cove, Site 2, and then Nolan's Cross, the Hatch, and then the Swamp.
You know, we've mentioned Knights Templar a lot in our episodes. I think we need to do a future video just dedicated to them.
Yeah, that'd work. I'd like that.
Because that's a whole bunch of mysteries within themselves.
We could do an episode on holy artifacts, really, too.
Exactly. Because it just seems like the Holy Grail keeps getting brought up.
Mm-hmm.
And since we've already done an episode on the Holy Grail, go watch that if you haven't, or listen to it if you're on Spotify. But the Holy Grail just keeps coming up time and time again. So it obviously just plays a big part in mythology.
Yeah.
And some theories about what's buried under there, or at least more theories, is that Zena Halpern has a theory about North African gold being buried at Elk Island. J. Hun Pulitzer has a theory of ancient mariner visitation, so like the Vikings, the Knights Templar, stuff along that lines.
That could also be the pirate's treasure thing there. That's why I was kind of leaning toward.
And then Peter Amundsen has a theory about codes hidden in Shakespearean literature, so like secret messages in Shakespeare's works. Then Daniel Ronstadt has a theory about the 90-foot stone being a dual cipher containing instructions on how to defeat the Money Pit flood tunnels. And then Kathleen McGowan and Alan Butler have a theory involving the fabled Knights Templar treasures and the the alleged relocation of historical religious artifacts to the islands. So that's going back to the Holy Grail and Ark of the Covenant. Then John O'Brien has a theory that the island contains treasures of the Aztec Empire from South America.
Yeah, so this just puts into realization that like they don't really know what's here. They all have theories about it. They don't know what's here. They just think, "Oh, it could be this."
And like we'll get into, that they have actually found some treasure. So it's not like they're like they don't have anything. Like they've actually found stuff. It's just that they haven't found the big time treasure they think.
They haven't found what they've been looking for. That's
Yeah.
So treasure, or like I guess they've found various small yet still valuable treasures that have been found on the island that have been believed to be part of the main treasure that is still buried. The original dig site, called the Money Pit, kind of like we talked about before, is apparently lost to time, and who knows what happened to it.
Yeah, like they found like like ancient coins, or at least older coins that are like no longer in use, and stuff like that. Like artifacts that are valuable, but they still think like either like the main like treasure treasure trove of coins is located somewhere else, or there's a different, main treasure. And like I was saying there, for the discoveries, there's a rhodolite garnet brooch of 400 to 500 years in age, a Spanish copper coin, like I was saying, believed to be dated to the 17th century, so the 1600s. They they seemingly found a claimed Roman era shipwreck, a yet to be authenticated Roman sword, a metal hinge, ring bolts, and a metal panel.
I just want to explain on here, I kind of had those divided up between, oh yes, these are actual discoveries, to, oh, these are stuff they've also found that are nowhere near discoveries. But it was wrote down on there when I was looking at the Wikipedia page. This is kind of some of their discoveries, and like I just wanted to add some funny ones down there at the bottom, like the metal hinge, ring bolts, metal panel, and stuff. But yeah, they found that Roman era shipwreck, but like they said, it has not been identified. Like it has not been authenticated, I guess, kind of like the Roman sword there. So we don't know for sure if it actually is a Roman era shipwreck or if it's not.
People are just weird.
Yeah. Then of course the curse of Oak Island. It's reported there are curses surrounding the treasure, and it states that 7 men must die before the main treasure is found, and 6 men have already died searching for the treasure, due to sinkholes, industrial work, and treasure trove. So, which sad that people died, but I guess if one more person does die, technically, if the curse is correct, then they might actually find the treasure. Still don't believe it, but
Yeah, according to this alleged curse, one more person has to die, like they're related to the search for the curse to, I guess, be broken, and for the treasure to be found. And then onto the TV show. The first season of The Curse of Oak Island aired on January 5th, 2014, and a total of 12 seasons so far, with season 12 yet to air as of us recording, with it being going to air on November 12th, 2024, and it has a total of 205 episodes as of recording.
I just want to say I am so impressed that they have 12 seasons. 205 episodes. I am very impressed with that because I think the first season only had like 5 or something like that. And the last 4 seasons have had 25 episodes each. So just within the last like 4 years or so, they've had 100 episodes.
Basically half of their episodes.
Yeah, yeah. And of course, there are the spin-offs for the show, most of them being like unseen footage and stuff like that in talk shows, but there's the Curse of Oak Island drilled down. It's a talk show where they discuss details from the previous episodes and then also future search for Oak Island treasures. There's the Curse of Civil War Gold, which is a hunt for Confederate gold which disappeared during the American Civil War. There is the Behind the Dig, which is behind the scene footage from the show. There's the Curse of Oak Island Digging Deeper, which is basically extended cuts from the episodes and unseen footage that they didn't show. Then there's Beyond Oak Island, which does not have really anything to do with Oak Island. It just showcases other treasure hunters from across the world.
Which is probably more fruitful than what they've been doing at Oak Island.
Thank you.
I'm just stating a fact.
Yeah.
Because they haven't really found much.
Yeah, as we can see with the discoveries there, we kind of ran out of stuff to put, so we were just putting, oh yeah, they did find a metal panel and stuff. They did find some screws, a hinge.
And then some other media, like the mystery of Oak Island, and it's a point-and-click adventure game about Oak Island that is still in development, and it's reached almost half the goal of $100,000 on Kickstarter, and I'm just assuming it's probably not by the owners of Oak Island, because they've got money if they spent 10 years and however much money trying to locate this stuff. If they're reaching out on Kickstarter to try to fund the game, I think that would be the time to quit searching.
Yeah, I think it's by some third party. So.
And then there's The Curse of Oak Island, the story of the world's longest treasure hunt, and it's a book documenting the long history of the treasure hunt on Oak Island.
I will say this, okay? The Mystery of Oak Island might be a game that's actually worth playing because you'll probably find something. I really doubt they'll have a game where they find literally nothing like the TV show.
Exactly.
You might actually find the Holy Grail of the Ark of the Covenant. You might find some Roman era coins, kind of like there and stuff. Who knows?
And on to our thoughts. I believe that there might be more valuable treasure buried, since they have actually found stuff, but I'm not sure if there's a curse actually involved. And I'm going to reiterate, that's a awful big might be, because I'm not sure if there actually is or isn't more valuable treasure buried, since, nobody's ever found it. So, yeah.
Now, I just want to come out here, okay, and say that if you like the TV show, good for you. I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say that you shouldn't watch a TV show. If you enjoy it, go ahead and watch it, whatever. I just want to say that I believe there is basically no big treasure on Oak Island. I don't think there's a curse. I don't think they're gonna find really anything on Oak Island. I mean, they could have found those brooches and Roman era swords and stuff like that, but I almost feel like those are probably placed for the TV show. That's my kind of thoughts on the matter. Like they just kind of, oh, we have the sword that kind of looks like a Roman era sword. We can actually get a Roman era coin to bury around here, and they just bury it, re-dig it up for the show. Cool. They have an episode for the show. But I will say this. I am very impressed with the marketing for the Curse of Oak Island, because they have somehow made an island that they found basically nothing. They have made 12 seasons and over 200 episodes about still finding nothing. It's very impressive. I'll say that.
Yeah, like for like the first, 2, 3 seasons, okay, that's acceptable to not find a whole lot of nothing. But 12 seasons and 10 years later to be basically in the same spot, it kind of gets old.
That's the thing, okay? Whenever I was looking at the season list, okay, if there was any other TV show that was like this, and the first season had like 5 episodes, okay, and they found basically nothing, you wouldn't expect for the next couple seasons to keep increasing TV show like episodes. Like the next episode, like I think there was like 13 episodes for the next one, or 15, and then it went up to 16, and then it went up to 25, and it just keeps growing. I don't understand, but it's very great marketing.
It's just kind of insane.
Mm.
But I think that's all we've got for this week. Next week, we are going to be taking a look at more curses, but of the sports variety. And we just might have our first special guest on our next episode. Any last words, Ethan?
No, just thanks for watching, everyone.
Thanks for watching. If you're on YouTube, like, comment, subscribe. If you're on Spotify, drop us a follow. And we'll see you next week.
Yep. Bye, everyone.
You might wake up beside Spearfinger with an extended visit from Jack the Ripper. But if you're lucky, it'll be an angel on that range hill of Louisiana. You might meet Mary Laveau or the Road. At Folklore Unlocked, Austin and Ethan concoct their theory of the eerie and unexplained around the world, sometimes even the underworld. The lore is locked behind secrets, but folklore is meant to be unlocked. The Sokaloo is haunting NC as well as Tennessee. There are many giants that might be clients of the Dark Watchers, who might have psychokinesis. And the phantom time hypothesis is like a phoenix, coming back around again and again. Though there's a strain on your brain if you've got more than 2 brain cells in you. Some believe McCartney is dead because they read into the Mandela effect, which is subject to folklore.